But anyway, let's jump into some topics, man, because we got tomorrow coming up, which is Biggie Day. You know what I mean? I got my Biggie shirt on, you know what I mean? Just want to show that off a little bit for y'all who listening to the audio. You might want to go to YouTube and check it out, you know what I mean?
It's actually been, tomorrow makes 26 years since he's been gone. Wow. I think, because last year was the 25th.
So he was around 26 when he died, so he'd have been in his 50s by now then, man.
Yeah.
52.
Wow.
Was it 52? Okay.
Yeah, it'd be 52. Yeah.
Dang, man. So that's crazy, man. But, we still rock Biggie music all day. You know what I mean? I was just listening to something the other day, and I considered doing a lyrical breakdown on him, but I wanted to do something for the females since it's Women's History Month. You know, we got to give it up for the females. You know, we can do Biggie all day, but, you know what I mean? We got to show love to the females.
We can do trees and lick in the industry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's kind of fucked up. It's going to be Women's Month, Howie.
Right. But, yeah, man. So,
I'm dreaming about getting licked. I'm going to shut up.
Man,
I'll get in trouble. Go ahead.
Well, let's throw another question in there since it's gonna be Biggie Day tomorrow. What's your favorite Biggie song? You know what I mean? I know he only got a couple of albums, but what's your favorite Biggie song? You know, you got one that you can call your favorite?
If I had to call one favorite, I would have to say Party and Bullshit.
Okay.
As far as like, you know, if you want to know what Biggie was about, you know what I'm saying? Like that was, you know, like an introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, Party and Bullshit is it.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Definitely. I mean, and that's not saying that's his greatest song. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's just my favorite song.
It's hard for me to pick one. I can't really say there's one that's above the others for me, but one that constantly, you know, comes up in my mind that I'm like, oh, I gotta hear that now. Let me play that. Is Give Me the Loop. You know
oh yeah,
yes sir. Biggie really showed his ass on that song with the talent. You know, he gave you the different voices.
Yep.
You know, when it first came out, I honestly did not even know that was Biggie. I was like, who's the other dude? This nigga dope as fuck too. And later on, I was like, oh, that was Biggie. I was like, oh shit, what?
I'm stressed.
I'm stressed. Yo, Biggie, let me get the vest. I was really shocked. But that's one of my favorites. Just because of his versatility, the beat was knocking, the rhymes was great. You know what I mean? The storytelling was dope on there. So it's like it's the whole package for me on that song.
Yeah, I mean, really, people really doing that even now.
Right.
That's the thing, man. Like that's the thing, man. It's just, it's cool to be the boss and all this other stuff, but like, can you do, you know what I'm saying? Like, doing something innovative like that and having like the hunger,
right?
And doing something like that, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, and you know, he took his influence directly from the likes of Slick Rick, which a lot of artists did, because Slick Rick was like one of the dopest, if not the dopest storyteller in the game.
Oh, yeah.
What I loved about Slick Rick, and not to go on a rant about him, but he had these different personas, so he did the same thing. He would do different voices. He had the Slick Rick persona. He had the MC Ricky D persona.
MC Ricky D?
You know what I mean? He had Rick the Ruler, you know what I mean? You know, which was, I mean, I love the way he did the Rick the Ruler. It was like he was the king, and, you know, that was called Your Highness and stuff like that. So, yeah, and he did different voices like that, too. So that was dope, man. I think Biggie took directly from him. So, anyway, just wanted to give Biggie a rest in peace and shout out, because tomorrow, March 9th, which by the time this gets on YouTube, it'll be yesterday, March 9th, because I'm going to upload this on YouTube on the 10th, you know, the edited version. But yeah, man, so, shout out to Biggie. Let's move on. Want to give a shout out to Jadakiss, you know, who also was one of Biggie's proteges.
Yep.
He got a new joint business venture called Kiss Cafe Coffee. Yeah. So let's give him some shout.
So now, you know what I'm saying, I got to do my voice, you know what I'm saying? I got, you know what I'm saying, I got the health joint, you know, we got stuff to keep you up now, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna be up all night. You need to get a track out tomorrow, could get the coffee. You know what I'm saying? Man. All right, I'm gonna stop because he really
stay up all night in the studio. Get the coffee, son.
Get the coffee, son. Get the Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? Kiss Cafe. You heard? You know what I'm saying?
You heard?
Yeah, Jada gonna kick my ass like, yo, I've been hearing you talking about me, marking my voice and shit. I'm like, Jada's all love, man.
They're gonna throw hot coffee on us.
Yeah, I know that.
Like, oh shit, my man, Kiss.
And then they gonna hit me with the juice bar. Hit this thing with the juice bar, son. Wow.
Somebody poke this nigga. But yeah, man. So I think it's dope because Ghostface just released his coffee products too. So I thought that was ironic. I'm sure there's no like copying. You know what I mean? Ghost I think came out first, but Kiss said he got his inspiration from his pops. His pops has worked with coffee commodities for like 40 years, and so his pops was probably like, yeah, man, you know, we can, you know, I know the coffee game. Let's go into a joint venture.
Yep.
So I think that's dope because, you know, he had the legacy on his side. Ghostface just got the coffee, you know, he kind of starting from scratch. And, you know, but his joints is dope because Ghostface, I looked on his Killer Coffee page, which is called Killer Coffee. His products look so dope because they got the Ghostface emblem. He got a lot of like different, things like coffee mugs, you know, little things that you can decorate with, you know what I mean? He got the bags, the coffee, they got the emblem on them. I mean, he got a lot of products, man. So that's what's dope about Ghostface. You know, yeah. He got the products and the coffee. So I'm going to try both of them. Matter of fact, we talked about how we're going to highlight
we're going to have to highlight some stuff.
Yeah. We're going to try some of that. And we'll let y'all know when we're going to preview it.
Let's talk about that a little bit. So, you know, you're saying that Jadakiss had the legacy.
Yeah.
But Kiss, you know, but Ghostface started out on his own.
Yeah.
I mean, that like I'm not going to say necessarily to shun Jadakiss, but I mean, but at the same time, I mean, that's really what we need to be seeing. We need to see black people saying like, hey, you know, I got, you know, a family business. I got a joint venture. I got some knowledge on this. Well, hey, I got the fame or whatnot. Well, I can do this. I can, his son probably like, well, I can probably tell my friends. Or, I can do the promote. And then bam, they put it together and they, put it out. And then like, but Ghostface, they've been in it, you know what I'm saying? They kind of really was the first to like market and pioneer, clothes and things like that, which is funny. We're talking about Ghostface, especially with the Wu-Tang Saga.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
We'll talk about that.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of funny how all this is correlated, but they've been in the game for a while, so they may not have had the legacy, but they had the know-how.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He had the know-how to like, okay, well, we done the Wu wear before. We done this, so I understand this type of product.
Yeah,
I understand, what product is and how to market that product.
Yeah,
so
man. And
it's kind of cool to see both those sides.
Exactly. That's what I like about it because they're coming from two different perspectives.
Yeah.
Ghostface, he seems to be doing a lot of different flavored coffees too. He's got stuff that's got dope, dope flavors to it, and so his is more about that. And Jadakiss is coming from a different perspective, just real good, authentic coffee that's maybe imported from here, some imported from there, just to give you genuine coffee flavor.
Yeah.
So and what will be dope? If they did some kind of collab joint where they made like a Ghostface Killer Jadakiss flavor to combine the two, just to say we made a collaboration. We got the Kiss Killer coffee over here. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yo, my man, I got the Kiss Killer, you know what I'm saying? Tony Stark over here, you know what I'm saying? Doing the thing. My man's right here, you know what I'm saying? Doing the kill, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So, have that joint have like a dope name, like, Kiss of Death Coffee or Kiss the Game Goodbye or some shit like that. Yeah. Something that kind of plays off of the Kiss name, but it's on the Ghostface side or something like that. I think that would be dope if they did a collab.
But it's good to really, honestly, especially with, us coming, back in the 90s, we wouldn't really think about that.
Right.
Matter of fact, we would have been, you'd be like a sellout if you had your own, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Back in those days, you were kind of a sellout if you had, this stuff or you did, this type of branding. But now that you're old, you're not old, but you're getting older.
Right.
Your audience is aging with you. You can't, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing, like my man was saying in the saga, like, look, you can't rap forever. You're going to have some type of branding, and it's cool to see that the, the rappers do, they understand that.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get into, like, what you would call, like, your regular, everyday stuff, like when it comes to getting coffee.
Right.
Maybe, maybe the next thing will be like a toothbrush. Maybe the next thing might be toilet paper. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, you got to think. That's the type of branding that, that's the type of things that we would probably be consuming on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Us getting an album or whatnot, especially with the way the economy is, that may not be, likely. But I could sell my man toilet paper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'd sell my man paper towels if I got that logo. You know what I'm saying? So it's really cool that they're doing that and thinking about, and I'm just using that toilet tissue and paper towels for example.
Yeah.
But it's cool that they're trying to, they're thinking that way.
Yeah, man. But yeah, shout out to both, Jadakiss for his coffee venture and Ghostface for his, man, because I'm proud of both of them for, investing in their own entrepreneurship, you know what I mean? Because a lot of the rappers, sometimes you see about them just blowing their money, and next thing you know, by the time they stop making music, they ain't got nothing to show for it. You know what I mean? Got all these nice clothes, but that shit gonna fade out. You know what I mean? You got nice cars, but that don't last forever. So invest in your own business, man. Be an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? So I can't wait to try both of their joints, man. So anyway, let's move on to the next thing. You want to talk about Charleston White for a moment? My man, Charleston White made headlines because he got his salad tossed. Yuck. And what made it so bad was it was out in public. You know what I mean? So, there's the chick that did it, you know what I mean? She don't care. She put her name out there. So her page, they call her Halo. Her page is called like Halo Funny as Fuck. And she talks about it a lot on her page about how she, she eat the salad. You know what I mean? She tossed the salad, so and she says she don't just do anybody, it gotta be somebody with some money, you know what I mean? All of that. So she kind of, try to keep herself with the ballers, but honestly, I think what happened, she said she would have kept it private because she didn't want to put it out there, but she said that he tried to fake the funk by acting like he didn't, know nothing about it. She was like, he was on a live. He was doing a live, and so she was in his comments while, at a live, you can see the comments going, and he talked about, like, men doing stuff like that and how it was, I guess he was saying, like, he was against it. And so she put in the comments, hold up now, I just ate your, recently. And so when he saw her comment, he tried to fake, like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he blocked her. So she was like, oh, you going to try to front now? And so she said that she taped the whole thing on purpose, just in case something like that happened. So there's a picture out there with him bent over, because basically they were outside in a parking lot. And so she got a little aggressive on him. I think he knew they were going to go back to some like room or hotel or house and, get with the. And she was just like, while we in the parking lot, nah, let's get it cracking right here. And there was like a Jeep or SUV, and I think he was trying to climb into it, and she just aggressively pulled his pants down and started doing it, and he let her do it right there. He didn't care, but once it got put out there, that's when he was like, I don't know about that. But it's too late now. You can't deny it. The internet seen it.
Hold on.
So it's out there.
You a girl?
Yeah.
That prides herself
in that shit.
I don't care if a nigga had $1 billion to give you.
Right.
The fact that you eating ass.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. Talking about, like, you eating ass. Right. Whether rich or poor.
Right.
You eating ass. I don't care if my man had a diet of, like, oh, I'm a vegetarian. So, like, I'm a damn salad shooter and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not a salad shooter.
I'm a damn salad shooter. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you eating ass.
Yeah.
Like, bottom line, I mean, you do what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing of it is, rich, broke, I don't care. You still eating ass.
Hey.
Like, it just, what's the logic behind it? I'm getting with the balls. I ain't getting with people that broke. That do. You still eating ass.
There's a lot of people who do
So
it.
really, the joke on you.
Yeah. And, my thing is, at least if you're gonna do it, that's do that shit in the private. Privacy in your own home or something. Don't be, putting your shit out there in the public. You know what I mean? Because this gonna go public at some point. So we would have never known about this shit had you not done it the way you did it.
Yeah, I had to give it up to Charleston White though, because like I did watch one of his interviews that he did with Doggy Diamonds.
Yeah.
And he was really, if you go back and watch that, he was really giving a lot of jewels about how to, defend yourself as far as like the tactics and stuff that they put on you with these, the lawyers and things like that.
Right.
So like he actually, he actually gave up some game.
Yeah.
About, hey, when they do this and, they have all these factors, and these factors, he said, and that's the thing too, he was saying like, when I get on these other platforms, it's a character I put on.
Yeah.
But with Doggy Diamonds, they really talked about some stuff that need to be fixed in the community.
Yeah, what I'm saying? Definitely.
And it's like, when you go to these other platforms, they just talk about, well, who's your favorite rapper and who's this? It's like it's tiring because it's like I don't want to talk about that. Like I want to talk. Right. I mean, that's fine, but I want to talk about the other things that I do. So I do want to give him a shout out. I just don't want that part of him to be diminished because of what happened.
Yeah, definitely, man.
You still eating ass,
right?
Like, I don't.
Like I said, she prides herself on it, man, and I mean. He was probably gonna hook her up too, but if he didn't, I don't know. But she talks about it. I checked out her page, and I mean, she do talk about it. I was like, okay, so she just all in it,
Balls.
But yeah, balls. But anyway, we just wanted to talk about that because it was just kind of a funny thing, because of the picture. You seeing him all bent over and whatnot. I was like. It wasn't up close, it's kind of from across the parking lot, but I think she had a friend of hers kind of stand far off to the side, like, hey, when we get to the car, I'm going to see if I can do it right out here in public. You just be ready to record, you know what I mean? And so they kind of set him up, but I think she basically said in one of her interviews, because I checked out one of her clips, and she was like, I've done that with a lot of important people, a lot of wealthy people, a lot of celebrities and stuff like that, but she was like, I would never put their business out there. It's only because of what he did to me. When I tried to bring it up, he acted like he ain't know me, blocked me, and all that kind of shit. So, it's like if you're gonna do it, bro, you're gonna have to just be open about it. You might as well you let her do it in a bare parking lot. So anyway, let's move on.
Real quick before we get into, there's something else I meant to talk. Did you see Chris Rock's new special?
I did not, but I want to because I know he addressed the Will Smith situations. I keep seeing those clips going around how he addressed.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to check out the clips, but I think he clearly won.
Yeah.
As far as like basically he kind of kept cool and kind of waited till things died down and kind of like, well, I'm going to kick this nigga now.
Right. So what's weird is the reason he's been making headlines, not only because he addressed the situation, but he's been getting a lot of flack about it. A lot of people are mad at him for addressing it. You know what I mean? Saying that he went too far and he did, he was wrong. But this man got embarrassed on national TV. Slapped. It's
and
one thing
really,
you get slapped in public, it's embarrassing, but you get slapped in front of the world. Man, please, fuck that. Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna say too, like, well, you know, he didn't wild out
right
at the Oscars.
Right. He played a professional role.
Like why, you know, I mean, I couldn't agree with the comment with the. I mean, I understand people how they feel about the comment where he said like, yeah, my mom taught me not to fight in front of white people.
Right.
That shit was crazy. But there is kind of some things to that, like when you're in a public place. Yeah, someone else might wild out, but you might need to, you know, you got to handle yourself accordingly.
Right.
Like, okay, just take it, chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, first, he didn't press no charges.
Right. Which
you know what I'm saying? He could have done that shit. Yeah. He didn't press no charges. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll wait till a year comes. Yeah. Bam. Get busy.
Yeah.
So I respect it. You know what I'm saying? As far as as far as the special goes, I don't, you know, like I said, I kind of want to see it just to look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna check it out.
But I don't, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really too pressing with it, though. Only people that I kind of really, you know, specials, probably like Dave Chappelle, and then maybe. Because even I even try to give Cat Williams a chance that last one. I think there were some things he said that were pretty good.
Yeah.
But it still wasn't as strong.
Right.
But everybody's allowed to make a miss. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
Yeah, I mean, Cat Williams is still a decent comedian, but he's not as funny as he used to be. I mean, he's one of those, I think that a lot of the negativity and, can't think of the word I'm looking for, scandals type shit that he went through over the years, I think that kind of got in his head a little bit. So he still got a little bit of humor in him, but I think he still kind of got knocked down mentally because of that. And now it's hard for him to get back out there and give us the full Cat Williams experience. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's how I feel as a fan. His energy just isn't the same. But Chris Rock, man, I mean, he's still a funny comedian, and I'm going to see that. He's been getting flack over it also because he made an R. Kelly / Michael Jackson joke in there.
Yeah, I heard about that too, yeah.
So, you know, somebody from the Jackson family, like one of the nieces or nephews, came out and said they was mad about it because he always make Michael Jackson jokes for the last 20, 30 years. I mean, you know, and I get it, but I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson was innocent of those charges after based on what I'm seeing. Because I'm a huge Michael fan. But it's jokes, you know what I mean? It's just jokes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Now, that's one thing I have to agree with Chappelle about. Like, look, man, this is an art.
Yeah.
The Joker, you know what I'm saying? The you know, back in the day, even though that's not our people like that, but the court jester can make fun of the king without getting his head cut off.
Exactly.
And that's what y'all trying to be like these peasants down here. No offense.
Yeah.
Y'all trying to get their head cut off. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying let them get wild.
Yeah.
And, you know, start spewing hate speech and shit.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying,
you know.
like, but at the same time, you can't neuter them and censor them.
Right. Stop trying to censor and filter everything they say. Like, you can talk about this, but don't do this.
Yeah, because that's not gonna be good for anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, you know, comedy is comedy. If they can find some way to make something funny, then make it funny. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, the difference between the two people, R. Kelly and Michael Jackson, we're all pretty sure R. Kelly's guilty. Okay. And we're all pretty sure Michael Jackson is innocent. There's still some people who feel like Michael Jackson might be guilty, but I'm not one of them. And I think the majority of the people who've seen the documentaries and all of that believe that Mike is innocent, and I still do too. So, you know, that's neither here or there, but either way, whoever you're joking about, it's jokes. You know what I mean? So, you know, I look at it like that. You know, I used to get a little sensitive about it years ago, but over the years, I'm like, come on, this is just jokes. What are you worried about? You know what I mean? So anyway, but yeah, so shout out to Chris Rock. I'm glad he did what he did. He addressed it. You know what I mean? Like you said, he could have pressed charges. He could have did a whole lot of stuff, but he didn't. They actually said that a spokesman for Jada Pinkett Smith came out and said on her behalf that she was a little upset about it because she was not the cause of the situation. Now, yeah, Will Smith did the slap. You know what I mean? He got to take credit for that. But he got the idea from her.
Bitch, you was the cause.
Yeah, I mean, he honestly, you see your wife not liking some shit. And Will Smith has always been known to not be a tough guy. So maybe he felt like, damn, I don't want to be called a punk if I sit here and don't do shit. So maybe I should do something.
Wait,
so
the camera is on.
Yeah.
Bitch, you started that shit. You started that shit. You scared shit, bitch.
Will was laughing at first with the joke.
Facts!
And then when he looked over at her and saw that her face was turned sour, he was like, oh, fuck. Let me get up.
The joke wasn't even that bad. You talk about how he got, the alopecia joint was starting in G.I. Jane. Yeah. That wasn't even a bad joke.
Right. I agree.
It wasn't even that bad. It's not like he called you out your name.
Right.
It was just a joke.
Yeah, he didn't say, "Oh, fuck you, bitch, you sick or something." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't go to the Tupac level. Don't want you niggas got sickle cell. You know what I mean? He didn't go that far. He just made a joke because your hair is bald about G.I. James. That was about somebody with a bald head. You know what I mean? It's just it had nothing. And he even said he didn't know nothing about the alopecia. Yeah. So most likely, if he knew, he might not even done the joke. You know what I mean?
But even alopecia is just pattern baldness. And
right, and that's it.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Some people might feel a certain way because of losing hair and stuff. Yeah. Because some people don't have like the hair shape. Right. The head shape to rock a bald head. So I get that.
Right.
But her head, it ain't like it's a short hair on her is doable.
Yeah, she don't look bad at all. Yeah. And I don't see why she in such a tizzy, especially now, that he's just replying to what happened to him. You know what I mean? So you should just leave that shit alone. Now, they didn't say she said it directly, but they said her spokesperson spoke on her behalf. So we'll see what she say. I feel like she probably gonna say something about it, on her little Red Table Talk, podcast.
Yeah, talking about my husband, he don't satisfy me no more.
Right.
Man. Told the world that shit.
Yeah, man. She
bitch, you started this shit.
It's your fault.
You started this shit, bitch.
That's it. And then, the August Alsina thing, come on, man. You just... It's sad. Anyway,
that nigga will hate the motherfuckers.
Right.
Man. Just hate the motherfuckers. Yeah, we about to go out. We're gonna go after that month that's after July. Oh, you mean August? Don't you say that name.
Say that damn
name. Say that name no more.
Don't you say that name no more.
Say that name.
Well, yeah.